One of the weirdest trends online right now is the 6-7 craze. Kids say it, adults are confused by it, nobody can really explain it, and somehow it became one of the most repeated phrases on the internet. But here's the question: what if the phrase is nonsense on the surface, but still points to something deeper spiritually? Now, to be clear, I'm not saying every person who says 6-7 knows some hidden meaning. Most people are probably just repeating a trend, but numbers have carried spiritual meaning for thousands of years, especially in the Bible, and the contrast between 6 and 7 is actually pretty interesting. Let's start with 6. In Scripture, 666 is called the number of the beast in Revelation 13:18. Because of that, 666 has become one of the most recognizable symbols connected with rebellion against God, the Antichrist, and spiritual darkness. And whether people believe in God or not, our culture clearly understands that satanic, demonic, and hellish imagery gets attention. You see it in music videos, performances, and pop culture all the time. For example, Lil Nas X's Montero video used heavy religious and hell imagery. Sam Smith and Kim Petras performed Unholy with red lighting, fire, devil horns, and demonic-style visuals. Doja Cat's Demons video is another obvious example where the imagery is right in your face. I'm not claiming to know every artist's heart, but I am saying this: darkness is being marketed as entertainment. Now compare that with 7. In the Bible, 7 is commonly connected with completion, holiness, fulfillment, and God's divine order. God created the world in 6 days and rested on the 7th. The 7th day was blessed and made holy. Revelation is filled with sevens, 7 churches, 7 seals, 7 trumpets. Jesus also teaches radical forgiveness using the phrase 70 times 7. So symbolically, 6 can point to fallen humanity, rebellion, and incompleteness, but 7 points to completion, holiness, and God's order. That's what makes 6-7 interesting. Maybe the trend is just a trend. Maybe it really does mean nothing. But spiritually, it creates a picture of 2 paths. 6 represents man without God. 7 represents completion with God. Rebellion or surrender. Darkness or light. The world's way or God's way. So, maybe the real question is not, what does 6-7 mean? Maybe the real question is, which direction are you moving? Because every person has a choice. Are you following culture blindly, or are you paying attention to what your soul is being pulled toward? In this life, we all choose who we follow, so I'll leave you with this. Are you choosing 6, or are you choosing 7? Comment your answer below, and if this made you think, share it with someone who needs to hear it.